My name is Moon Petrie, and heading into the final 10 days of camp, I did nothing on the 22nd. So now it's the final 9 days of camp. So I say I did nothing. I have a burp cloth on my shoulder. So I didn't write anything down, and I didn't specifically work on the task that was allotted for that day. That task was to think of ways to mesh or ideas for combining thriller or mystery with fantasy or potentially magical realism, which is my favorite thing ever, and I do not feel equal to it. So I don't know that I'm writing any of that yet, but some of my ideas have already combined these things, at least somewhat, and some maybe could and maybe should, because I hadn't really thought I would write just straight thrillers. I always write fantasy. So, but I am super excited about thrillers lately, so I might like to include something along those lines. So I knew that that was the task for the day, but I could not stop thinking about my new idea. It didn't come about by rolling dice in the dice game. If you missed that, I will link it below because it was super. It came about before I even started playing it. As I was just scratching down ideas for it, suddenly something came to me. And it is amazing. I've been pretty open on this channel this month with various ideas and not really concerned with hoarding them or having them be stolen. This idea is too good. I'm sorry. I cannot share it. I don't know if I can write it or if I want to be the person who wrote that, you know? It's very much a thriller idea. Just a straight up thriller, and I don't know, it's a little much for me, but it's such a great idea. So anyway, I've just been caught up turning that over and over in my head, but I am going to get down to business and start coming up with some things that are not just straight thrillers, but ways to put a thriller spin on some of my fantasy ideas, or a fantasy spin on some of my thriller ideas, or just come up with something new that could combine them. At least I'm going to get a few things jotted down. So I did work on that a bit yesterday, but I didn't write any new words. I just went through things and pulled stuff out into another document. I didn't actually write anything. And now my goal for the rest of the month is just to put together various parts of everything that I have written so far. And I've been thinking about it and trying to figure out what to do. And I think I'm just gonna have to print it out so I can see it all at once. It's, 20 pages or something of various ideas so that I can try to make connections between them. I don't think I can do it just pulling up one or two on a screen. So, delicious hair. So I am going to get to work on that, although my printer seems to agree with Nathan Lane in the Birdcage that one does want a hint of color, and has started printing everything kind of pinkish. I don't know why. It turned out to be more like 35 pages, which I then spread out all across my floor. The volume of stuff was such that it was difficult to look at it cohesively together, even printed out. So I think it's going to be a matter of take one piece and then check it against everything else to see what I can fit together in some way. I am way behind word count wise, and my goal was only 15K, but I need to write 4,008 words this week, and I just need to shift gears to the thing that I can write the most words on. The thing I think that might actually be what I draft next, even though it is totally out of my wheelhouse. So I guess I'm gonna write a thriller. Until next time, I am Moon Petrie, and if you're facing a large number of words and a short number of days, maybe switch gears. Write whatever comes easiest.